nest. All new mothers have a nesting instinct, even human mothers who haven't any idea how to build a nest. While human mothers are waiting for their babies to be born, their nesting instinct causes them to do the silliest things, such as taking all the pots out of one cabinet and all of the pans out of another and switching them. Human mothers don't know why they're doing this, except that some little voice in her head is saying, "Keep busy, keep busy." A sensible rabbit mother who hears this little voice will simply pluck her fur with her teeth to make a nice warm baby bed for the near future. But a mixed up human mother will just wander about her kitchen switching her cabinets for no reason at all. Thus, it was a good thing that Stumpy was a squirrel. She knew a nesting instinct when she felt one, and she knew what to do about it. For many days now, every part of her red squirrel body had been shouting, "Keep busy, keep busy." And was she ever keeping busy? For the new nest she was building, she had collected the choicest twigs and the finest leaves because she was sure of what was about to happen. Bits of the pink dotted, blue flowered, or green starred material that could be had by a little digging in the can behind the town sewing shop. One morning she had even happened upon a bit of cloth decorated with pictures of little red squirrels carrying small brown nut sacks, and she nearly fainted away. It was better than she could have hoped for her new babies. And new babies indeed were what she was about to have. Babies to love, to keep clean, to bring up close against her fur in the dark night. Stumpy was about to become a mother, and oh, was she proud. And busy, quite busy. Carefully, she lined up her new nest with the twigs, the leaves, and the bits of beautiful cloth. She had recently moved from an old locust tree on the south side of Gooseberry Park to a pin oak on the east. She had moved because, like most who live alone, Stumpy had been rather relaxed about her housekeeping, and her old nest had become difficult to move around in. You see, Stumpy was a collector, and her nest was full of treasures. She had tremendous energy, and after she had found as many acorns and pine cones as could be eaten by one little squirrel, she burned up the rest of her energy by collecting. Stumpy collected things like tabs from soda pop cans, empty yogurt cups, gum wrappers, coins, ice cream sticks, straws, feathers, pretty pebbles, little balls lost by children, nuts, bolts, screws, tacks, twist ties, and rubber bands. Her most beautiful treasure of all, though, had been a lovely watch that glowed in the dark. 2 winters ago, she had found it lying on top of a picnic table. She took it to her nest and didn't realize until evening what a marvel it was. As darkness came, the watch began to shine, and Stumpy's nest became bathed in a soft green light. Animals who passed at night were drawn to it. Everyone came to see it, and news spread far and wide of the glow in the dark nest in Gooseberry Park. Unfortunately, the news spread too far and too wide. Someone came one day and stole that watch from Stumpy's nest. Stumpy never found it again, though for a week she sat high in her tree at night and looked out over the park hoping to see that soft green glow. She never did. Still, Stumpy had other treasures. In fact, too many treasures. Her collection had gotten all out of control. Stumpy knew that no self-respecting mother of several young children could have her baby sleeping among wood screws and twist ties. So she found a new tree and built a clean nest and organized her collection to give plenty of room for her babies. Her friend Kona would be proud of her house cleaning. Each time she collected something new, Kona would say to her, "Stump, you've too many things." And she would answer, "Not things, treasure." And Kona would say, "Stump, my owner, Professor Albert, has a chest set crafted in pure silver, a crystal punch bowl, and a set of Limoges china. That's treasure." Well, what could a Labrador dog know about treasure anyway, thought Stumpy. Kona was a good friend and a fine friend, but he had no imagination. If he had, he'd be living in the park collecting feathers and balls instead of sitting in a boring ranch house with Professor Albert. Stumpy had babies and copper pennies, and even the chance of finding another glow-in-the-dark watch to look forward to. She went on carefully layering her maple leaves and flowered cloth and green twigs into a safe, warm pocket. Her friend Kona might not regard gum wrappers and ice cream sticks as treasure, but Stumpy knew the noble dog would not mistake the priceless value of new life in the tall tin oak tree. The tree that for her would be a harbor in a storm. The tree that her own baby would call home. Now, boys and girls, that's the end of chapter 1. And it starts to give you some ideas of what's going to happen. What's the big thing that's about to happen, somebody? Babies.
Babies?
There was a clue at the end, if you were listening carefully, that I'm not going to share with you, that might say something about something else that's about to occur in the story. I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to suggest, if you think you missed it, go back and reread the very end of the chapter, because it gives you a clue. Now, I think you can see the two characters on the front, and you're going to get to know them quite well. I hope each and every one of you make sure to read every night. I sent a message home to your parents so they know all about this. So your parents tonight are going to be looking forward to you guys bringing this book home.
I don't have one.
Okay? Teachers, do any of you have anything you want to say to the students perhaps before we go about reading the chapter tonight or over the next few nights? Okay. Teachers are telling me they already did. So boys and girls, tomorrow there will be trivia questions on chapter 2. Not big questions, but questions that you have to pay attention to some of the details. So when you're reading tonight, pay close attention. Max. What, Abram? I got some little cool things. You'll see when you win what you can choose from. How's that? If you win. But you have to read in order to win, right? Okay. Boys and girls. Boys and girls. Thank you. Boys and girls. So I heard somebody say it. It is up to you to read. But again, you can read with a parent. You can read with a brother or sister. I think it's a really fun book. Or mom. Or dad. Or uncle. I think it's a really fun book. So make sure when you go home tonight, you share the book with your parents. And if they didn't see my email, I made a phone call to tell them to look at an email. Ask them to read my email. All right? Dara. Dara. So, again, I'm going to ask some questions tomorrow morning. The students who have the correct answer, it's like you now have a raffle ticket for the prize. And then I will choose one ticket from all the right answers for pre-K and K, for grades 1, 2, and 3, and for grades 4, 5, and 6.
But Mr. Chavez, it feels really good to get a trivia question correct, even if you're not getting the prize.
And boys and girls, your teachers can let you know what the correct answer was before they send answers to me tomorrow. Okay? All right. Thank you. I hope everybody enjoys it. Stay seated, Eli, until your teacher says it's time for you to go.